MZTV.
This is Martin Zender in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I've been talking to you about, quote, blameless sinners, unquote, yet being disqualified from Aeonian life because of a failure to grasp grace. And I'm going to grapple with that issue today. Namely, it's one of the things I'll grapple with. I grapple with multiple issues. I'm like that guy on the old Ed Sullivan show that used to spin the plates. Yeah, I got a bunch of plates spinning at the same time. No problem, I can do it. If this is an era of grace, then how come everybody's not saved? If this is an era of grace, then how come Adolf Hitler wasn't in the body of Christ? It's an era of grace. God gives it to certain people to apprehend grace. This itself is grace. Are you confused? You won't be by the end of this episode. So here we go. I was talking to you yesterday about a hypothetical person called Susie, which I think is the perfect hypothetical name for a Christian who tries to do everything right. And you know, a lot of people like this, and they are wise in their own estimation. They are blameless in their own estimations. They are living pure and holy lives in their own estimation, and yet they don't have the first idea about what salvation is and what grace is. This is what people like that do. And I'm going to be referencing again my article. These last 4 or 5 days, maybe 4 days, have been me referencing my own article in the ZWTF. That's my newsletter, martinzender.com. It'll be linked below. Part 61 of my Romans series is ZWTF, Volume 4, Issue 27. Please go there, read the article. It's one of the most important things I've ever written. Here's what people like Susie do, and you know people like her. She runs her daily life through a behavioral checklist. I made a show before about how many people treat the Bible as a checklist and as a recipe book for human behavior. I do this, I do this, I do this. What people don't realize is that the behavior comes after saving faith, which is an acknowledgement of Jesus Christ's faith and not one's own faith. Any kind of work comes after it. But our adversary, Satan, has tricked the entire human race almost, except for a handful of people, into thinking that behavior is actually the ticket that gets you into the show. No, you get into the show first, then you learn about behavior. The show, i.e. salvation, is not about behavior. 2 Timothy 1:9. We are saved apart from our acts. So Susie, and this is typical of the Jews, this is typical of many Christians, they run their daily life through a behavioral checklist. The Jews used to do this. Of course, 10 Commandments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, check, 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 check. Saul the Pharisee did it. People go through the list. Nope, I don't do that. Check. Nope, I don't do that. Check. Nope, I don't do that. I avoid that. I do that. I don't do that. I'm perfect. I stay away from that, that, and that. And yet in the middle of this, the biggest, hairiest, most dangerous beast of all. This is a shocking thing. I'm speaking of Susie, the hypothetical Christian woman. You